We have a gift here for Leo Lafreniere. He's probably one of the oldest members of a community called Voight that's been around probably as long and way before treaty rights were exercised in Wisconsin. He's a gentleman that is always willing to come to the forefront whenever we need assistance, we need help, we need our spiritual teachings at our meetings. He's the one that usually gives invocations, and we think very highly of our Uncle Leo. We got a gift for him tonight. Another blanket, by the way. You know, it's probably only the 200th blanket that he received in life. I think he might have one of a sale, maybe don't have to follow at this meeting. But I'm sure he cherishes these gifts very highly, and he's just a great man. Leo Lafreniere.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank Rose, Kurt, Jim, and all the staff that put all this stuff together. We mentioned that we exercised treaty rights prior to '83, but after '83 we learned how to fish in the daylight and skin out. So they had to learn a whole new culture. But it's been a wonderful experience these last 25 years since I've been with as the regular representative on the Voight Intertribal Task Force. We mentioned today when Secretary Frank came in and talked with us, and we talked of collaboration, coordination, and cooperation. And I thought back to the early years when we were talking with the DNR and trying to iron out our quotas and methods and so forth, and so we'd end up in a separate caucus, their side, our side, and then we'd come in and clash, and sometimes even have to get a mediator to get us through the hurdles that we had to, as we discussed and negotiated those early seasons. And now the secretary comes in our meeting and shakes hands all around, and everybody is kind of a touchy-feely thing. But that's a good one too. And there's a couple of instances where we were taping one of our sessions, and the DNR, when they walked out, they said, "We want a copy of that tape." So Lashkalat from LCO was the chairman. So he sent his staff down immediately and made photocopies of that tape deck and sent one around each of the DNR chairs. Of course that didn't go over very good. They just didn't understand Indian humor. I won't take up any more time, except I've had a wonderful experience this past 25 years. I've worked with some really great people, Tom Moulton, Jim Slender, Jim Jordan. So, yes, it's been a pleasure to work with him. And I thank everybody for that opportunity. Thank you.
Well, if it cools off tonight, he's going to be really nice and warm. We want to continue on with our program and recognize Matthew Roderick from David Obie's office. You'd like to come up and say a few words or give us our money?
Sorry, I forgot the checkbook. But I wanted to be here. Congressman Obie unfortunately couldn't be here, but he wanted me to come and speak to you for just a few minutes to let you know how proud he is and how excited he was to celebrate these last 25 years. He's been more than encouraged and has enjoyed in both working with the tribes and the commission to help protect a sustainable future for our children and our grandchildren throughout the way. Because that's really what it's about, sustainability, and that's what you do, and that's really something the Congressman wanted me to pass on to you. Hopefully, it's another 25 years, and we'll continue to work. And next time, I'll bring the checkbook.
We got that on WOJB. Yeah. And we'll be taking it out to Washington. Our next speaker is Karen Graff from Feingold's office. So.
Thank you, Jerry. The senator could not join us tonight, but asked me to read this to you. Thank you for inviting me to help celebrate the Great Lakes Indian Fish and Wildlife Commission's 25th anniversary. I applaud your consistent efforts to protect the Great Lakes' many invaluable resources. Like people throughout the upper Midwest, I have a strong affinity for the Great Lakes and have been particularly active in defending these natural treasures. It was an honor for me to help pass the Great Lakes Compact into law in 2008. And I will continue pushing for passage of my Clean Water Restoration Act and support efforts to restore the Great Lakes and protect them from invasive species, pollution, and other dangers that threaten our fish and wildlife. The Great Lakes Indian Fish and Wildlife Commission understands the economic, environmental, cultural, and recreational importance of these resources to the American Indian tribes it works with in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. For 25 years, GLIFWC has diligently worked to ensure that these tribes' treaty rights are protected and honored. Wisconsin's tribal nations have been leading stewards in efforts to protect the natural resources within Wisconsin, and GLIFWC has done tremendous work in partnering with these tribes to continue that important stewardship. I applaud your hard work in restoring and revitalizing the Great Lakes, and I look forward to continuing to work together to ensure future generations can enjoy its pristine beauty. Thank you and congratulations on 25 years of exceptional service to the tribal nations of the upper Midwest, particularly Wisconsin and the Great Lakes region. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Jeannie Higgins on behalf of the U.S. Forest Service.
Everyone wanted to know what was in the red box. It's potluck dish. You know, actually, this is a gift from the U.S. Forest Service to GLIFWC to thank you for all that you have done in terms of our relationship in managing the treaty resources that occur on the Chequamegon, Nicolet, the Ottawa, and the Hiawatha National Forests. Thank you.
Well, here's the fisherman next. Wow. Matt Frank, on behalf of the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, Secretary. Hey.